that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. That catch good for only a couple. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 6 yards away. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Chris Boswell on for the point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Stepping up, Hurts fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And a loose football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you, you got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. Here's Sanders. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Steelers 7, Eagles 0.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. First throw now for the backup Wentz. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw is Wentz. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders taking it in. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him, coach.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Cameron Hayward. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Caught by the tight end Ertz. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
But that was not quite the holy roller, partner. That was San Diego Oakland. You might remember that in 1978, right? Kenny Stabler forward fumble. Dave Casper falls on the end zone. Oakland beats him on the last play of the game. But that was a live football. What a nice job he did to fall into the end zone. And yes, indeed, folks, that's a touchdown.
By the way, John Madden was coaching in that holy roller game, wasn't he?
He certainly was, and he wanted to make sure that the call went his team's way, was out on the field, and was told, yes, it's a touchdown. But get back on the sidelines.
Now here's Johnson. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
On the return.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And they get to it with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Jordan Berry now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So now just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
On for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 6.
Ray McLeod on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And they're going option play on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the 2nd half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ray McLeod on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And right away, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Schuster. It's 3rd down.
First carry for James Conner. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some
blitz coming in. And down he goes. Alex Highsmith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a 9-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a third down and very long. Now Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Steelers take over.
It'll be a gain of 11. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Oh, Connor loses it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's got daylight. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 68 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might have wiggled out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On 1st down, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Sanders, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
9-yard gain. It's now
going for it with Sanders, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Eagles add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And it brings
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Wentz now on 1st down. This short throw caught by Goddard. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Carson Wentz sacked.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
Dallas.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action. Now Wentz sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Wentz on the give to Sanders. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebacker
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Carson Wentz sacked.
Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 4th down.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. One last shot for Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.